Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a pretty highly requested video, and it's not one of those that YouTubers say you guys have been asking when it's only like one person. For real. This one I've gotten requests on, which is how to take down your wig that you've glued down without ripping out your edges. So I've been wearing wigs for quite a long time now, and my edges have always been intact, despite the fact that most of the time I install my wigs with glue. So I'm gonna show you guys how I take them down. It's like the easiest method ever, and it's not gonna affect your edges at all. So first of all, this beautiful hair we have inches. The hairline is beautiful. I literally didn't need to do much to customize this hair. This one is from Wigs, and I'm gonna show you guys how to install it, of course, so that we can know how to take it down. So let's go ahead and get started.
You told me the other day you'd be coming back today, but you didn't. Oh no, there's much that I can do. Really far of being us two, and I miss you, baby. Show me the way I can be with you. You with her, I know I saw you. Breaks my heart, but what can I do? It is life, I know I lost you for good. Show me the way I can be with you. You with her, I know I saw you. Breaks my heart, but what can I do? It is life, I know I lost you for good.
Okay, so now it's the end of the day, the end of the week. I don't know how long you've kept your wig on, but now you want to take the wig down. So I'm just gonna get the hair out of the way, because what I'm assuming is that you have glued down just the front, if it's a lace wig, that you've glued down this area just the way more or less we've installed it in this video. You're literally just gonna need one thing, and you already have it. It's water. Surprise! So all I usually do, this is water, this is not setting spray, it's an old setting spray bottle that I've just put my water in. So literally what I do is I put water in a spray bottle, any spray bottle, it doesn't matter which one it is, and I just spray it all over the hairline. What this helps with is that because you're spraying onto the hairline, it like concentrates the water on the hairline, because if you're just packing the water, then it wouldn't be as effective. But when you're spraying, you can do one side and really concentrate the water, because ideally what you want to do is like soak the hairline in water, give it some time for the glue to like dissolve, and your wig will literally just fall off. So let's do this, y'all. Let's do this. So I'm gonna kind of brush back my edges, the ones I created. So it's completely glued on, guys, like completely glued on. And then you just take, I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna show you guys anyway, but it's really simple to do this. So I'm just gonna start with one side, and basically what I usually do is I just concentrate the area with water, you know, like almost soak it in water. Not to see that water is dripping all the way down your face, but concentrate it in water as much as possible. Just do one side at a time. There's no need for you to do the whole thing. It's messy, but we're assuming it's the end of the day, so like, you know, you don't have this full beat, or you're just about to take off your makeup. So as you're spraying the water, you don't actually like even need to rub, because of course that can agitate your edges. So all you're literally doing is spraying it and making sure that it's getting nice and soaked. So I've done that one side. I'm gonna leave it to soak in that water. Never ever pull out the edges. Once you put the water and you let it soak for a couple of minutes, it should fall right off. And if it's not falling off, just keep adding water. So I'm gonna leave this side just to be soaking as I just do the rest of the hair. Now the best thing about this method using the water is that you know, there's always also gonna be glue left on your wig, but it also dissolves the glue left on your wig. So once you remove it, you can just use a cotton pad and maybe some micellar water to remove any residue. But other than that, you don't actually have to wash your wig and then for you to wear it again, which is, I think, amazing. I'm going in again with the water. Feel free to go in as many times as you need to. Let it soak until the wig literally just comes off on its own. Because the reason why people out here losing their edges is because you're impatient. So you literally just rip off the you're literally just ripping off the wig. So let it soak, put in as much water as you need to, let it soak and let it just come off on its own. Look at this, guys, please. Can you see that? Can you see that? I'm literally pulling a strand of hair and it's coming off on its own. I've reached a place where it's not coming off on its own, so I'm just gonna add water in that area, let it soak. So literally it should just fall off on its own, totally 100% on its own. If you feel like you have to at any one point tug at the hair to remove it, add water. Literally, guys, you see that? it's coming right. This one is coming off now because the side I've done first. I'm reaching a point where it's not pulling up, so I'm just gonna keep adding water until the whole thing comes off gently. See that? See that? See that? Okay, and as my nini is soaking, let me give you guys another tip, which is, though you're using this method, you still have to obviously take some steps before you even put in on the wig, or when you're putting on the wig, just to make sure your edges are not ripped out. And one of those tips is try and avoid putting the glue directly on the edges. I think I've said this before, although sometimes I do it. I feel like even when I was doing this, because I was using the spray, some of it got on the edges. If you're using the gel, itself, then it's much easier for you not to get the glue on your actual edges. So I'm not saying now you put the wig here, but just like if these are your edges here, then you put the glue just in front of the edges, just so that even as you're doing this method of removing, the edges stay intact. Although the thing with this method is, even if you put the glue directly on your edges, it's gonna be fine. It's actually gonna be fine. And voila, guys, my edges are 100% intact. Now the thing is though that I used the spray and not the gel. Sometimes the gel leaves like a white residue, and the spray doesn't do that. So if you're using the gel, then all you need to do is go in with like a cotton pad and some water or some micellar water, and just rub over it now to remove that glue residue. I'm just gonna do it to show you guys, although the spray hasn't really left any residue. I hope you guys can see that my edges are like way intact. Like, look at the water going with my makeup. And I just want to show you guys so that you know, you've seen me putting glue on my hair, on my wigs, to apply my wigs all the time. So I want to show you guys that my hairline is actually 100% intact, and the method I use is that one of the water. I wanna show you guys how the wig looks. I haven't done anything, it's just how it is when I first took it off. You see, what I was saying is that it looks good enough to like just wear now like that. Of course it has a bit of glue residue like there, and a bit here, but that's nothing you can just easily wipe off. So it looks clean, it looks ready to wear right away. But again, also that's because I use the spray. Sometimes the gel usually leaves a very nasty and disgusting residue, but you guys know I'm always advocating for the glue. It's messy to use, but other than that, I feel like it has a better hold, and I feel like it comes off much neater, as you can see. But in case you're using the gel, like I said, you just take a piece of cotton wool with some water or micellar water, and you just wipe off the residue. It's just that, of course, that's extra work. So like for me, I've just wiped off the residue I had there, and voila. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, but more than that, I actually hope you've learned how to take down your wig. If you guys have a different way of taking down your wigs that works for you, let us know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and of course thank you to Eva Wigs for partnering up with me on this video. I'm gonna put a direct link to the exact, okay, now I can't touch it and be like to this exact hair, but I'm gonna put a direct link to the hair in the description box down below. It's really good hair. Yeah, hit that subscribe button just in case you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.